Have you ever wondered where the exhilarating sport of surfing originated? The roots of surfing run deep into the ancient Polynesian culture. To these seafaring people, riding the waves was much more than a thrilling pastime. It was a way of life. Immersed in the rhythm of the sea, the Polynesians crafted their surfboards from the sturdy trees that graced their local landscapes. Each board was a work of art, meticulously shaped and smoothed to glide effortlessly across the ocean's surface. These weren't just sporting equipment. They were sacred objects, each one carrying a piece of the surfer's spirit. Surfing was deeply integrated into the Polynesian culture, a testament to their profound connection with the natural world. Waves weren't just forces to be conquered, but were seen as gifts from the gods, a sacred dance between the surfer and the sea. The Polynesians were indeed the pioneers of surfing, but it took a turn when the Westerners arrived. What happened when Captain James Cook arrived in Hawaii in the late 18th century? Well, the arrival of Western influence brought about a significant shift in the Hawaiian lifestyle, especially in the realm of surfing. As the European settlers began to establish their presence, they brought with them their religious and moral standards, which didn't quite align with the Hawaiian way of life. Surfing, a deeply ingrained aspect of the Hawaiian culture, was seen as frivolous and uncivilized. This perspective led to a decline in surfing, as the settlers discouraged and even prohibited the practice. It wasn't just surfing that was suppressed. The entire Hawaiian culture was under siege. The native language was banned in schools, traditional religious practices were outlawed, and many other aspects of the indigenous way of life were nearly wiped out. This was a dark time for the Hawaiian people, as they struggled to keep their cultural heritage alive under the heavy hand of Western dominance. The once thriving sport of surfing, which was not just a sport but a way of life for the Hawaiians, was now reduced to a mere memory. The vibrant surfing culture was replaced with a silence that echoed through the empty waves. It seemed like the sun was setting on the sport of surfing, but little did they know, a new dawn was on the horizon. But how did the suppressed sport of surfing make a comeback in the 20th century? Well, that's a story worth riding the wave for. As we entered the dawn of the 20th century, a resurgence was brewing in the Hawaiian Islands. The sport of surfing, once suppressed by Western influence, was poised for a comeback. A few passionate individuals were determined to revive the ancient tradition, igniting a spark that would lead to the birth of modern surfing. One such individual was Duke Kahanamoku, a native Hawaiian who became an international swimming sensation. With his Olympic medals and charismatic personality, Duke was a natural ambassador for the sport. He began showcasing surfing during his travels, and soon, the world was captivated by the thrill and beauty of riding waves. But Duke's influence went beyond just popularizing surfing. He also significantly contributed to the evolution of the sport. By shaping boards from solid wood, Duke reintroduced the ancient Hawaiian designs but with a modern twist. These boards were faster, more maneuverable, and allowed surfers to experiment with new styles of riding. This innovation marked the transition from traditional to modern surfing. The revival was not limited to Hawaii. Thanks to Duke and other enthusiasts, surfing began to permeate into popular culture worldwide. Competitions started taking place and the first surf clubs were established. The sport was no longer just a Hawaiian pastime. It was now a global phenomenon. And so, as the 20th century progressed, so did the revival of surfing. The sport that was once on the brink of extinction was now more alive than ever. The ancient tradition had evolved into a modern sport, and it was here to stay. But at the heart of this worldwide phenomenon, Hawaii remained the epicenter. The island's perfect waves and rich history continued to draw surfers from around the world. The spirit of the ancient Hawaiian surfers lived on, not just in the waves, but in the hearts of modern surfers. With the revival in full swing, Hawaii was once again at the center of the surfing world. Fast forward to today, what does surfing look like in Hawaii? Well, it's a vibrant, pulsating culture that's alive and well, attracting people from all corners of the world. Surfing in Hawaii has become more than just a sport. It's a lifestyle, a way of life. The islands are a paradise for surfers, with a myriad of beaches boasting world-class waves and the year-round tropical climate providing the perfect conditions for surfing. And it's not just for the locals anymore. The tourism industry in Hawaii has embraced this sport wholeheartedly, with surf schools dotting the coastlines, offering lessons to novices and experienced surfers alike. The thrill of riding the Hawaiian waves is an experience that's sought after by millions of tourists every year. Hawaii also plays host to numerous international surfing competitions, drawing the cream of the crop from the global surfing community. The prestige and the fierce competition these events carry make them a spectacle to behold. Furthermore, the evolution of modern technology has revolutionized surfing. From high-performance surfboards to advanced wetsuits, the gear has improved tremendously, allowing surfers to push their limits and ride waves that were once considered impossible. Yet, despite these advancements, the spirit of surfing remains the same. It still retains the essence of freedom, oneness with nature, and the pursuit of the perfect wave that the ancient Polynesians cherished. Surfing continues to thrive in Hawaii, carrying with it the legacy of the ancient Polynesians. So what have we learned about the history of surfing in Hawaii? Today, we've journeyed through time, riding the waves from the birth of surfing in ancient Polynesia. We've seen how this treasured pastime, deeply embedded in Hawaiian culture, saw a decline during the era of Western colonization. Yet, like a resilient surfer bracing against a formidable wave, surfing held strong. We've seen the revival of this sport in the 20th century, a renaissance that breathed new life into this ancient tradition and birthed modern surfing as we know it. Today, the spirit of surfing remains ever vibrant in Hawaii, with the sport being a significant part of the island's identity and allure. Surfing, born in Hawaii, continues to ride the waves of change, carrying a rich history on its crest. So next time you hit the surf, remember, you're partaking in an ancient tradition that has weathered the test of time.